Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. It's 11:22. It's a good time for our Monday reading. Got some cards here. I've got Emily's the flower language cards that she done me for Christmas. So we have these, which are beautiful. We might use these. Okay. The flower language. Let's put them there because I wanted to use the Druid Craft Tower. Let's get rid of the fun. I know it's 11:22, it just flashed up. Okay. I wanted to use these cards yesterday and it turned out that we wasn't. So we're going to use them today. What are we talking about? I'm going to do a Celtic Cross. Guys, if you want to book yourself in a Celtic Compass reading, details are in the description box. Check out yesterday's video for more details or to have a look at what the spread's like. Anyway, I put all the cards down and I was playing with the flower language. Let's have a look. So I'm going to do a Celtic Cross. It's like bits everywhere. I've got a hot chocolate this morning in my Charlie and the Chocolate Factory cup and saucer. There we have it. Okay, cheers. Cheers on this beautiful Monday morning. I'm not sure what I'm doing with these cards. The energy's a little bit... I wouldn't have said indecisive, but now that I've thought about that word, maybe. Indecision's in the air. Let's have a look at this death card. Someone's looking quite foul on this card. They're holding a skull. Let's see what the flower language would like to say. They say fickleness. What does actual fickleness mean? Fickleness. Larkspur. Fickleness. Let's have a look at the definition of fickleness. Thank you. It's just reminded me to turn my phone actually off. I will do after this. Fickleness. Changeability, especially as regards one's loyalties or affections. The fickleness of youth. What does it mean if someone is fickle? Inconstant. Oh, that would be indecision a bit, won't it? Capricious. Vacillating describe persons or things that are not firm or steady in affection, behaviour, opinion or loyalty. Fickleness. Okay. So we have fickleness when it comes to this transformation. I feel like, okay, that's the feminine here who's looking quite frail. And divine masculine. I feel like all that's left really is your skull. It feels a bit like what's happened to the rest of your body? Why is there just a skull left? And then it just takes me to be or not to be. That is the question. Fickleness. A changing of emotions like you do when you're young. Young love. Oh, I'm in love. No, I'm not in love. Oh, I'm in love. No, I'm not in love. Okay. She loves me not. Well, that's like the daisy, isn't it? Right, okay. So that's what we're talking about today. Are we? Should we have a look at some? Okay, well, we're just sticking with this first. The Empress. Okay. So you are, well, divine is the only word that's coming up really. You are divine, divine feminine. I actually feel, well, it's this indecision. Do I love her or do I not? Is it meant to be or is it not meant to be? And that's the question that seems to be flying around my table today. Okay. Let's have a look at the Channel of Love cards. This top card just flipped over. I don't know who's on there. Who's on there? Master Manifester. So I feel like that, I felt like it was going to be the Divine Masculine, but Master Manifester. So it feels like this is in the hands of, well, you haven't got any hands, Divine Masculine. Is it all in your head, this love? Well, I feel it's manifesting. I feel it can manifest if you want it to. Feels like it's just that decision that needs to be made now. Okay, let's look at the Channel of Love cards. I actually want to pull a card from here. Mr. Sensitive, but you kind of put yourself back in. So it's letting me know that there is a sensitive energy. Little Miss Needy. Does the Divine Feminine need you, Divine Masculine? Of course she does. She doesn't just need you, she wants you. Let's have a look at this. Ten of Cups. Okay. Does she need me? Of course. And you're also needed. Okay. We're really going for it today, aren't we? One step at a time. That's cool. There's like 10 steps. We'll get there. Angels of Light cards. So I'm picking up this indecision about whether or not the Divine Masculine, is it meant to be, is it not meant to be? This is like, I feel like it's coming. I actually feel like, let's have a look at this. I'm not even going to say what direction is that coming from. I felt like, but we have a lot of the Divine Feminine on the table. I was picking up the masculine's energy. Feels a little bit like the Divine Feminine's casting out like a final spell. She knows that the time's very close, that if it's meant to be, it will be. And that will manifest. The Queen of Cups, she craves her, she desires, not craves. She desires her Ten of Cups. Okay. Purpose. And that's kind of like the energy of it. The Queen of Cups with the Empress, with the Ten of Cups, that's her purpose. So very youthful love, a bit like this fickleness. But I feel like the Divine Feminine's sure. She's just not sure on whether or not you're sure, Divine Masculine. So the angels remind you that every situation or person is placed on your path with a purpose. I was just listening to a song, Outnumbered. I don't know the words to it. Don't tell me all of this was for nothing. Something like that. The angels remind you that thousands. The angels remind you that thousands of people are waking up on our planet at the moment. The number is not exact, but we believe it's along the range of 144,000. Divine Feminine is part of that collective. Divine Masculine, how about you? What's your purpose within this connection? Because there is one. The angels remind you that every situation or person is placed on your path with a purpose. It may be to strengthen you, offer you an opportunity to resolve or forgive the past, release old patterns, or for enjoyment. So there is a purpose to this. What was it? To strengthen you, offer you an opportunity to resolve or forgive the past, release old patterns, or for enjoyment. Your life purpose is ultimately to do that which brings you joy, satisfaction, and fulfillment. Seeking these soul qualities will place you on the path of your destiny. Once on your life path, allow nothing and no one to deflect you from your mission. So that includes you, Divine Masculine. You're not going to be able to, the Divine Feminine is not going to allow you or anyone else to deflect her from her mission. So once on your life path, allow nothing and no one to deflect you from your mission. Well, we can kind of see, I feel like the Divine Feminine, she's like, she's growing some skin. Some skin in the game. Some skin back in the game. Divine Masculine, I mean, it does look like, well, that's all that's left is your head. Your guidance is to ask your angel to help you find your purpose. Your guidance is to ask your angel to help you find the purpose of your current situation, or if you are ready, your life mission. Align your strength and willpower and hold your intention to fulfill your purpose. The angels will support you and you will succeed. Big message for the Divine Feminine here as well, because you've got the Master Manifestor card. I picked up that you were kind of like, you know what your life purpose is and you know what that involves, what your mission is, okay? And you will manifest that. As long as you don't allow nothing and no one to deflect you from your mission. Okay, your affirmation, I am strong and determined. Right. Let's do the next card. What's the challenge then? The challenge is the Ten of Cups. And that's what we're talking about. Transforming into... It's a life of love and luxury, apparently. Very nice. I want to say straight from the kiln. Straight from the kiln. Straight out of the oven. Straight out of the kiln. So straight after the death. I feel like the Divine Feminine, you've had time to adjust to your position. Divine Masculine, it feels like he's coming straight out of hell into mission, into his purpose. The challenge is the Ten of Cups. Oh, I feel like my angel wings are growing, spurting. Oh, they're itching. Let's look at the flower language. Ten of Cups is a challenge. It's like you're halfway down. Interesting as the rainbow is kind of going up to the younger character here, bringing in this youthful love. You can see there's a contemplation about it here, what it will look like. Will you dance with me? And defence. Well, I picked up Mr. Sensitive energy. So we have Viscaria, will you dance with me? And defence, Holly. That defence there, even though I picked up this sensitive energy, I actually feel like the Divine Masculine wants to defend the Divine Feminine. She's divine. It's like a very defensive, angry, aggressive person. They don't need protection. They don't need protecting. People need to be protected from them type of people. But when you have this beautiful energy of the Divine Feminine, she's just divine beauty, you want to protect that. You actually want to defend something so beautiful. It's a really nice dance here. Will you dance with me? Defence. And it feels like, okay, the markings. If you didn't see my live when I showed these off, so my Emily made these for me, but when she put them through the laminator, they kind of smudged. But it's okay, because nothing needs to be perfect. It's just... Exactly, nothing needs to be perfect. Okay. Divine Feminine, you're amazing just the way you are, which is really nice. Will you dance with me? Defence. Very sensitive energy. Let's have a look at some more cards. Made me a bit nervous. Queen of Pentacles. This is the queen that does the nurturing, the comforting. She's the mother, the divine mother. She's divine lover as well. She's the business partner. She's all clued up. Interesting, Elvis was coming through. It isn't about being shook up. It's like, I'm all clued up. So I feel like the Divine Masculine is really seeing the clues now. Okay. But the challenge is, feels like actually asking the Divine Feminine, Because this is the wife card, it feels very much about a proposal. Seeing as we got the Ten of Cups on the table, this is long term. Really looking into the future. There's just this defensiveness energy about actually coming forward and declaring your intentions. Channel of Love card, I can do this. The Chariot, or the Masculine. Let's have a look at the Angel of, I was going to call them the Angel of Wisdom cards. I don't think I have any cards called the Angel of Wisdom. Sounds like it'd be an interesting deck though. Okay, Angel of Light, Angels of Light cards. Vulnerability. Yeah. I told you, you're making me like a little bit. Only the brave and open-hearted dare to allow themselves to be vulnerable, for it requires courage to take down all walls and expose your humanness. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defence mechanisms. And we've got that that's come up here. I feel like we've got the holly and the ivy. So over this Christmas time, really opens up to the clues. Your angel guidance is to become aware of your defence mechanisms which keep you separate from others and the divine. Ask your angels to help you dissolve your masks and barriers so that your fragile, true self can emerge like a butterfly from its cocoon. The reward is freedom, love, and a sense of inner safety. So dare to be vulnerable and open. Affirmation, vulnerability is my strength. I actually feel this is about the Divine Masculine. I believe it's about the Divine Masculine embracing his courage. This is like his willpower. His willpower, he's getting stronger and stronger every day. More daring. I felt this last night that I wanted to kind of say to you guys, but I didn't really want to give it to you as a task. But it come through that, you know, do something today that you're afraid of doing. So every day, if you do something that you're, you know, that brings you fear, that you're fearful of doing, do that one thing every day. But I didn't actually mean it like that. It was like, that's a lot of pressure to put yourself under every day. Do something that scares you. Okay. And maybe this is what the Divine Masculine's been doing every day. He's just been working on his bravery. That's all I want to say, bravery, courage. And every day maybe he's doing something that actually scares him, stepping outside of his comfort zone. And it feels like that day's coming when it's going to be, he's going to approach the Divine Feminine. It's like he's tackling all of his insecurities. Well, let's have a look what's gone on in the past. Should we have a look at, say, last week, seeing as we are on Monday? We can have a look into, because I feel like this has happened over the Christmas period, Christmas week, which was last week. Okay. We've got the Nine of Swords in reverse. And I want to say that because she's in reverse, I've got to try and get my words out. The hair's a bit flat today. Anyway, don't worry about it. Because it's in reverse, I want to say the Divine Feminine, she's not really allowing this to affect her anymore. So once upon a time, it felt like I said that you were looking frail. I feel like you're actually putting more skin in the game now. And I want to say that's actually working on you. Your focus is on you. So the Ten of Swords in reverse, last week, I feel as if the Divine Masculine didn't feel that you was like... as fickle as what he is. What's this card? Come here. Oh, okay, Seven of Swords, someone trying to apologise, write a message. Maybe the Divine Masculine wanted to send a message over the Christmas period and didn't. He might have wrote it out. Might have been his plan. It might have been too much that he never actually got round to it. And I feel like that could be playing on his mind. Seven of Swords. That's about being sneaky, envious. He's, okay, that's fine. He's envious over the Divine Feminine. Not jealous. There's a difference between envying someone, wanting to be like them, and jealousy, where you begrudge them their happiness and their abundance. And there's a Divine Feminine just not getting involved. Eight of Swords. She's just, she's been bound to stay within this sacred circle. That's last week's energy. There's the energy here of the Divine Feminine actually segregating herself after this. So because I picked up on it being really the Divine Masculine's last chance. So to reach out this year, maybe. That's what I'm feeling. And it's kind of like going into 2021, Divine Feminine, she's in this new world. So I can feel the kind of, what is the Divine Masculine going to do? This is like a perfect time of year to reach out. But I do feel that you're doing this dance. Will you dance with me? So I do feel like he's on board, but you're doing this flowery dance. Flowery dance. You're acting like pansies. It's the in and out of the decision. Do I, don't I? Is it meant to be? Is it not meant to be? That feels actually to the counterparts that's childish. And it feels like Divine Feminine, she's like, I'm not doing that anymore. And I feel like the Divine Masculine's felt her energy pull away. Deceit, orange and mock. I feel like this is about, you know, when you're mocking each other. So you're not sure if you're playing around, whether this is love, lust, love or hate. The deceit's here, the orange mock. And it's come out with the Divine Masculine. And it's just kind of like, who are you deceiving? You're just deceiving yourself. Now you are Divine Masculine. You're just deceiving yourself. Looks like you've been crying over these flower cards. Like, I don't know, it's all smudged. You've actually wrote a hand letter, a handwritten letter, a hand letter. What's a hand letter? A hand letter would just be saying hi, wouldn't it? Just a hand letter. What? Come on now, come on. Oh, if you've kind of wrote a letter and you've got quite emotional, then your tears will drop, won't they? And smudge the writing. That will happen. Okay. It's a known fact, that one. I don't feel like the Divine Feminine can really do anything about this Divine Masculine. She's bound by, I want to say, the terms of the Divine to, this is your deception to get out of. Okay. It feels like this energy of you're not allowed to put anyone else into your deceit. Because when it comes down to it, Divine Masculine, you and the Divine Feminine know what the truth is. Okay? And if you're not talking to each other, you still know that both of you know what the truth is. And the Divine Feminine, she's living in her truth regardless. So you're the only one who's left really deceiving yourself. Okay. Let's use the Rider-Waite cards. So I feel like you see your own worth. You have seen your own worth. You've been working on this. There's still something dodgy about the energy, Divine Masculine. Look at a horse here looking at you. It's not all that it seems to be, is it? So I feel like you're putting on a bit of a front. What are you covering up there? Because your horse sounds like quite a large heavy weight on it. So, and because it's green, it's coming from your heart. Are you scared about being mocked? You found yourself the most divine being, and you're afraid of being mocked. No one can mock you, especially when you're together. You're indestructible and indispensable. So it's like no one's going to be dispensing of anyone, right? Oh, I was thinking we're going to have like a really nice reading. Well, I'm not saying it's not a nice reading, but I'm only on like the third part, and there's meant to be 10. We've been on for 25 minutes. I'm not delving really deep into these stories lately. What's gone on? So, I feel like you found your worth. You are worthy of this, and you do know that. Why? Because you know how your divine feminine feels about you. You're resting. You was resting. Praying. This was coming through as well last night and this morning. Don't pray for things to be easier. Pray for you to be stronger. To get through everything that every day sends you. So don't pray for things to be easier. Pray for you to be stronger. To get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta make it through. There's a breakthrough. Okay, so we can actually feel there is a bit of an urgency about timing. Let's have a look. No, we haven't finished yet. Okay. We'll have a look at the Angel of Lights. I was going to jump straight to the now. Which is where you want to put your focus, is just in the now. Mercy. Let's hold up this praying man. To develop the quality of mercy, forgive yourself and everyone around you. Be magnanimous. Be magnanimous. See the good in others and give them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like the Divine Masculine is giving you the benefit of the doubt. Divine Feminine, but I'm not sure he thinks that you feel the same. There's been some deceit in the past that's actually really weighing heavy on his heart, and he's covering it up, and it's like you've got over it. Okay. So to develop the quality of mercy, forgive yourself and everyone around you. Be magnanimous, see the good in others and give them the benefit of the doubt. Open up to compassion, but most of all, access the wisdom within that recognises the divine in every creature. When you temper your attitude to others with mercy, you offer them grace. You spread much light, joy and freedom and empower others to find the good in themselves. Choosing this card may mean that the angels of mercy are offering you release from your pain or difficulties. Accept it gracefully. The thing is, the Divine Masculine knows that you are very forgiving and very loving, Divine Feminine. You don't need to doubt that. And but that actually worries him. It's like actually being forgiven. So he needs to forgive himself first. I actually feel like he might have done this. We'll have a look. Let's have a look at the affirmation for last week. I am merciful. And I feel like this forgiving energy has come over you as well, Divine Feminine. No more nightmares. It's kind of like the pressure's been lifted. Now energy. Now let's look into the now. The resurrection. Okay. Why am I singing? We shall not be moved. But there's a resurrection. Why would I sing that? Let's have a look at the flower language. The current energy is the resurrection. This is what was going on last week, thinking about this, praying for forgiveness. It's like there's nothing to forgive. It's all part of the journey, a learning curve on that magical rainbow. You need to forgive yourself, Divine Masculine. Endurance. Cactus. It's like it's a bit prickly, isn't it? Endurance. Hi. There's that waving hand. Hi. Hi. If you can't write a letter, send a wave. Send a wave. Okay. But there's a hand coming up, guys. I picked up on the hand. Endurance. So I feel like we will not be moved. I feel like the Divine Masculine is going to see this through. It's like he's not going to run away from it. Let's look at the Rider-Waite. See, we shall not be moved. Okay, working with the Magician, and this is happening. This is manifesting now. On earth. As above, so below. I love it. Look, the hand's risen, or whatever it is. Well, it is, it's an arm, look. Endurance. The Magician, with the resurrection. Divine support. Divine assistance. This is an offering from the universe that it's a perfect time now. It's like something about showing the Divine Masculine actually showing his face. That's all I can see. It's like the last thing that he needs to do is to actually show his face. Wow. Okay. Channel of Love cards. Perfect. Now's the perfect time. It's all about the timing. Perfect. It's the Sun energy, the Divine Masculine's energy. It's like the timing's now, Divine Masculine. Clarity. Angel wisdom reminds you that a busy, cluttered mind is a sick one, and a still, clear mind is a divine one. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter of your mind. Know that your angel has drawn this to your attention and is waiting to help you in your task. Sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being. You will see things differently and be able to make decisions from strength and clarity. Affirmation: my mind is quiet, still and clear. Why? Because you're preparing for the resurrection. That felt like that was magnetic. Clarity. Did I use all the cards? I didn't get a flower language card for the now. Did I? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Endurance. You want another one? Yeah, of course. Oh, we got two. Okay. So the current energy now. Caution. Oleander. Sounds like you're going to Oleander's wand shop to get your magic wand. The one that's perfect for you. The Elder Wand, maybe? The Elder Wand. Phoenix feather in there. Okay, perfect. Perfect for this rebirth. There you go. You even know what wand to go and get. Listen, it's the one that Dumbledore had. You want the best one, don't you? The Elder Wand. Caution. Oleander. And we've got Pansy. Did I say acting like a pansy? Messenger of love. So there's still this caution energy about everything being perfect for this resurrection. The Divine Masculine is enjoying. Is he? He could be enjoying this falling in love. But the nervousness of sending this message of love. Would you like to come on? Come on in. Okay. We've been having lots of cuddles this morning, Jasper. It's always a pleasure to have you. Okay, so let's look into the future. Six of Pentacles. Have you got that Elder Wand yet? You are enduring this. I mean, it is a burden on you, Divine Masculine. That's quite clear to see that over the winter months it has, but you're coming out of that. So this is about you finding your balance of giving and receiving. It does feel like you could be over giving, okay, to others. So bringing in the balance here, but you will find your balance, Divine Masculine. No one's saying that this is going to be like a quick fix overnight. But you're definitely, as you're moving out of winter, you are going to feel more, you look completely blank here. It's this energy of you just feeling as if you're giving. Why is this in your future? I was maybe expecting a bit of a happier outcome here. But it all depends on how you handle the now. That's what it feels like. It's all really in your hands on how you handle the now. Because this is draining you. Let's read the Six of Pentacles. Generosity, patronage and gifts. Giving or receiving benefits. Generosity or financial or other assistance. Balance and fairness. A benefactor may have entered your life. Someone who is generous but restrained in their giving, though justly so. Good job prospects and a good social life. So it does look really, I'm going to read the reverse meaning. You hear that doggy outside there barking? That sounds really good. What it actually feels like is that you do have to do this alone. So it says a benefactor may have entered your life. And I want to say your divine feminine. But someone who is generous but restrained in their giving. And there's this energy here that the divine feminine, she can't do this for you, divine masculine. Don't pray for it to be easier. Pray for you to be stronger. Because in brackets it says, so someone is generous but restrained in their giving, in brackets, though justly so. And there's definitely been some kind of, the divine feminine, she's bound by some universal laws not to actually interfere too much with this part of your awakening. I'm so congested. Okay. The reverse meaning is rejecting an offer of money or other assistance due to pride. And with the tarot cards, it's this isn't like predicting your future. This is actually just guiding you. If you take such and such steps, this looks like what the outcome would be. So it's kind of like if you keep this continuing, as in the uncertainty, then the reverse meaning could show up in your life, which is rejecting an offer or money. Rejecting an offer or money. Rejecting an offer of money or other assistance due to pride. Feeling that you deserve more than you've been given. Should you be generous or sharing? A risk of theft or loss through gambling, speculation or extravagance. Maybe you need to be more cautious or less proud or selfish. Wow. But there's a strong message because it's come up with deceit on the table. You're a bit defensive, sensitive, gambling, speculation or extravagance, a risk of theft or loss. Maybe you need to be more cautious or less proud or selfish. There's a big lesson here for you, Divine Masculine. Okay. Let's have a look at the flower language. You don't have to hold your head down in shame though, do you? No, you need to hold your head up high. Jasper. Hold your head up, darling. peace is coming for you. Cattail, look. It says cattail. So you've got to hold your head up high. Peace, just throwing peace to the floor. About charity. It did say maybe you need to be not so selfish, divine masculine. Charity, being charitable, but who to? Who are you being charitable to? And youth. Okay, so we have this, we've picked up the fickleness with the youth love, but this is about you helping out others. You could be helping out, obviously, younger people, children, helping, as in giving and receiving. That's a nice way to balance out. But is it bringing you peace? Because I feel like it's not that you're not charitable or caring. It's more about who you actually deliver those messages of love to. Sorry, Jasper. But it feels like what you're doing, though, is throwing your own peace when it comes to yourself. So it's like, peace on earth, can it be? You're trying to bring peace on earth, which is fantastic. What about your own internal harmony and peace? And I feel like that's what the trade-off is. The trade-off. Bringing peace to others, but forgetting about yourself. I don't feel like you've forgotten about your divine feminine. Okay. Even though you may have tried. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I stumble. Though I try to hide it, it's clear. My world crumbles when you are not here. Okay. I may appear to be free, but I'm just a prisoner, babe, of your love. Bit of Macy Gray. A change of direction. It is in your hands, divine masculine. This is just guidance. A change of direction. Destiny is here in your future. Let's have a look at the Angel of Light cards. You have patience. That's what you need to practice, is your patience. Trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you. And remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Divine Feminine, she's in this state of acceptance, accepting it all as it is. You need to accept the situation. All of it. It's kind of mentioned to you, Divine Masculine, that all areas of your light, all areas of your light is going to be highlighted. All areas of your life. The clarity here. Sit quietly so that you can find the stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. Not just some bits and pieces. It's like the whole thing. Your angel, ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. So much about not running away, actually. We shall not be moved. So you might be in this frozen state, Divine Masculine, but I don't feel like you're running from it anymore. I don't feel you can run from it. You can try and distract yourself and divert your love into other areas of your life. But when the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the next door will open. Patience is always rewarded. Affirmation, all things happen at the perfect time. That perfect time, it does look like it could be now. A change of direction could indicate that if it's not taken now, whether the opportunity will come up again. Who knows? God knows. We're just dealing with what's on my table now, which looks like quite a mess, actually. I'm only going to do one more part of the Celtic Cross, which is what's assisting you behind the scenes. I'm going to miss out the part that goes up here, the 4 cards, which is How you feel about it, how it affects others, your hopes or fears, and the outcome. I'm not doing those parts. So, I don't even believe that I actually got a tarot card for that, because it's just a bit all over the place, to be honest with you. I don't mind doing a reading like this, but it's, okay. There's the transformation, the death card. The card that we started off with, it's just sitting there right on top. And the vulnerability. I can do this. We can do it, we can do it, we can help our Cinderella, we can make her feel so pretty, there's nothing to it really. There you go. Been as quiet as a mouse, divine masculine. The pussycat can sense when you're around. What's assisting you behind the scenes? The Queen of Wands, the divine feminine's energy. So she is actually assisting you. But oh look, the pussycat is under the chair. You frightened the pussycat under the chair? Who frightened the mouse? Little mouse has got strong. Okay, this is nice, because I do feel as if what's assisting you is the divine feminine strength, and it's kind of it's making you want to excel too. Then we'll go straight to these tarot cards. Yeah. You're down. You have to go in a different direction. That's why the Wheel of Fortune's here, destiny. A change in direction. You can't go back down the old route anymore. I'm going to take Route 66. Okay. All the way. Santa Monica. It'll take you to the fun fair on the pier. There you go. That's where Route 66 will take you. Then you can chill out on the beach and watch the sunset. Okay. Well, to be honest with you, on the beaches of Santa Monica are just all homeless people. I used to go and walk the beach. I stayed there for about 4 nighs, I believe. And I stayed in a hotel called, I don't know actually, the Ocean View, something like that. It was a really nice hotel. It was on right by the pier, right on the front. And I would get up and walk along the beach early in the morning. It looked like, I'm serious, all dead bodies. I've never seen anything like it. Swept up on the beaches. It's quite disturbing, really, to see. I'm not used to seeing that kind of thing. So it was like, whoa, homelessness. We're feeling homeless. There's no need to feel homeless. Home is where the heart is. Anyway, I remember that kind of touched my heart, seeing that scene early in the morning. I mean, you see the homeless people all over, but to actually see that where they have been sleeping overnight on the beach, and yeah. Okay. You're not homeless, divine masculine. Route 66, that number of love, 6. We'll just maybe take different routes to get to our final destination, which is love, the 10 of Cups, our happily ever after. The flower language is sincereness. You both have to be sincere. Geranium, sincereness. Channel of love cards. Divine masculine. You have to be sincere, divine masculine. It's like sincerely yours. Yours sincerely. Change that around, couldn't you? Sincerely yours. Are you writing your divine feminine a letter and it's a little bit professional? Yours sincerely. About yours faithfully. Sincerely yours. That's nice. Bit of a spin on words, isn't it? Okay. Tia slept under my bed last night. I did tell her to come out, but I was kind of like, listen, if you're happy underneath the bed, then just stay there. And she did. Well, till halfway through the night, and she wanted to go out, but she was under my bed last night. It felt like she was just safer under the bed. It was like she was close to me, but she was under the bed. And I was like, that's absolutely fine. There's no place like home. So it feels very much as if the Divine Masculine just wants to be near the Divine Feminine, near her energy, her love, her comfort, her support. Makes him feel like he's at home. But it does feel like maybe the Divine Feminine, she's like, there's only so much that she can conjure up, and the rest is up to the Divine Masculine. Generosity. Generosity is a quality of spirit. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. And that's the energy I said. I felt like he was envious of the Divine Feminine, not jealous. Doesn't begrudge her of it. He can actually be part of it. And then whatever he's viewing the Divine Feminine to be like sitting in, oh my, like actually what you will both achieve. What did I say it was? Earlier on I said something about, it was something to do with the home life, like pleasure and plentiful, was it? This is about the abundance. There's no need for you to be envious of the Divine Feminine. This is being created for both of you, Divine Masculine. What you see your Divine Feminine experiencing is just as available to you, and if not, it's going to be multiplied. I want to say like 10 times what you're seeing, the abundance that's waiting for both of you to be shared together. But the Divine Feminine, she is definitely being looked after by the Divine. Why? Because she's certain on what she's needing to do and the path forward. So we have generosity. Generosity is a quality of spirit. It is rejoicing in the good fortune of others, even when you have nothing to celebrate yourself. It is an attitude of mind which means that you are happy to give without expecting in return. Drawing this card invites you to be generous-hearted and indicates that you are ready to aspire to this noble quality. Angel wisdom suggests that you give of yourself freely, openly and lovingly. The rewards for generosity are great. For all that you give from an open heart is returned to you multiplied. Affirmation, I am generous-hearted. I am. I am that I am. I am generous-hearted. And that's to all. You can't kind of pick and choose who you're generous-hearted to when you're an enlightened being. If you're generous-hearted, you're just generous-hearted. I feel like I've got hair everywhere, but that one's attached to my head. I can see that. Let's have a look at the power of love. 5336. What a bizarre reading today. It's all a bit of a bazaar. Hi Lily, she just poked her head up off the table. Release. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. So you do have the ability to do this. It states there. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe. The moment has arrived. Don't get scared now. No, you've been practicing stronger and stronger every day, facing things that scare you. You know, soon there's going to be nothing left to be afraid of. And that's amazing. The moment has arrived for you to truly usher in the healing power of love by letting go of all the illusions you have been holding on to that no longer serve your highest good. You now have the power to release the stagnant energy of old emotions and behaviours such as shame, regret, and self-criticism, and create a new space for love, self-acceptance, and forgiveness. You are an energetic being, and besides all the energy that you attract to you from within, an equal amount of energy is directed at you by external forces. You have no control over the intention behind this energy, but you do have control over whether you allow it into your space. Every day you walk through a minefield of energy, and you must be conscious of where you step. Nevertheless, as an empathic, sensitive being, you will at times unknowingly absorb these foreign energies. Over time, the toxicity builds up in your aura, and you can begin to feel exhausted, depressed, and unbalanced. This takes me to this energy here. Take the steps necessary to expel toxic energies from your space. Perform a ritual every time you bathe in which you envision a golden light washing away unwanted energy and releasing it to the healing powers of Mother Nature. You can only be effective as beacon of love if you make the effort to keep your energy clear. When you constantly release the old and negative, you make room for the new and positive. So we're constantly releasing this old and negative, this toxicity that's within. Let's get a magical unicorn. And what shall we end on? Let's end on a Rumi message. Happy thoughts. To feel happier right now, think about a memory or something else that makes you smile. And I feel like, really, Divine Feminine, that's you. You make the Divine Masculine smile. The unicorns say that unhappiness is actually quite simple. Come on, that is funny. The unicorns say that unhappiness is actually quite simple. Yeah, you just keep thinking about negative stuff, don't you? That's how you create unhappiness. Anyway, it doesn't say that. It says the unicorns say that happiness is actually quite simple. It comes from thinking happy thoughts by drawing this card. The unicorns say that you've been thinking some unhappy thoughts lately. They want to help you turn your life around by changing your thinking. Can you remember a time in your life when you felt really happy and safe? Think about that memory now. And that memory is with you, Divine Feminine. It's the only time the Divine Masculine. Remember, both of you know the truth. And you both feel like home. And you would have kind of said that to each other. It's like, I just feel like so comfortable around you. And both of you know this truth. And you know that you've told each other things that you've never told other people. So, okay. Divine Masculine, this is what you're kind of, you know this. You know where your happy place, your happy space is. It's like you just avoid going there. So the unicorns say that happiness is actually quite simple. It comes from thinking happy thoughts. By drawing this card, the unicorns say that you've been thinking some unhappy thoughts lately, and they want to help you turn your life around by changing your thinking. Can you remember a time in your life when you felt really happy and safe? Think about that memory now, and feel it in your body. Even if some sad things are going on in your life right now, you have the power to be happy by thinking these positive thoughts. The happier you are, the more quickly things will get better in your life. Happiness is a magical energy that attracts pleasant experiences to you, so don't delay in choosing to hold only good thoughts. This card also asks you to have happy thoughts about other people. You can always choose to see good or bad things in people, and that includes what you choose to see in your own self. To have better relationships, focus on the good within yourself and others, and this will motivate everyone to act in better ways. You can bring more happiness to the world by being joyful yourself, and when you're happy, you lift the moods of everyone around you. Your happiness helps everyone feel better and helps all of us to enjoy a better world. What are some happy thoughts that you can think of right now? Enjoy them. Okay. We're going to get a journey of love as well. Wow, that was a bit of a reading to get through. A bit tongue-tied. It's 12:22. I started an hour ago. Okay, we've been on for an hour. Let's get this wrapped up. That was a very sensitive, nervous reading to get out. Okay. Let's see how we get on with these two last cards. And there's two cards there. Okay. Maybe we're not reading a roomie. Away you go then. And we'll get this wrapped up. The first card is Knowing Without Knowing. Card number 41. Sometimes the heart knows in a way that the concrete mind and memory cannot. We feel something that we cannot quite express. Perhaps others are quick to dismiss it as meaningless whimsy or irrationality. Yet that feeling beyond the mind's capacity to fully perceive is the ancient truth of your greater self reaching through time and space to connect with you. Like a phone line extending from a more ancient place in the world, you can hear it crackle perhaps. Not the clearest reception, yet you can also sense the love travelling along that telephone line. The things that you feel and that do not appear to make sense are the things to trust most now. You are being guided by a force far greater than your own mind. An ancient divine brilliance is reaching to you, communicating with you. You may not hear or understand it with clarity as yet, but you can feel it and trust what you feel. This oracle speaks of you. This oracle speaks of you. You who's watching, okay. This oracle speaks to you of the opening up of your higher mind, of the part of your intelligence that can dialogue directly with the forces of divine guidance and creation. These forces use symbols, abstract communications through dreams and visions, through impulses that circumvent your conscious mind and have words streaming out of your mouth or flowing through your mind that you have not created of your own volition. Someone speaks to you and you respond with words you feel you are hearing for the first time as they pour out your mouth. Whose words are these, you wonder? It is your ancient self that speaks. Trust the strange and mysterious at this time. It is another way, an ancient way of wisdom that you are tapping into now. Enjoy this new sacred connection unfolding. This oracle is also confirmation that you have relationships around you now and continuing to come to you that are from times long past, karmic connections that will take you further on your journey of love. I have been here before. Aromas open the doors. I walk through knowing. How interesting. I actually felt the divine masculine. It's like, okay, I see all the clues now. I'm clued up. I'm all clued up. But I imagine you are. Seeing as it says, these forces use symbols, abstract communication through dreams and visions, through impulses that circumvent your conscious mind, and have words streaming out of your mouth or flowing through your mind that you have not created of your own volition. Right. Next card, Across the Waters, card number 23. You are being called across the waters as if crossing a bridge of light from one ocean to a far greater one. These waters are your emotional waters, holding your feelings, your attitudes, your expectations, and your fears and doubts, as well as your hopes and dreams. It can seem like such a lot to navigate. Sometimes our waters feel overcrowded. as if swarms of people were descending into the ocean on a sweltering hot day, hardly finding a space in the water to cool ourselves. We can feel as though there is just no room for faith, trust, peace, and love. There is just too much happening in that water. We yearn for the cool, calm mountain lake, serene, giving, echoing a gentle dispensation of grace. You are being called across the waters, out from an overcrowded sea, into the cool spaciousness of the endless lake. So it's time to let go of some mental clutter, some attitudes, some thoughts. Ask for help and bathe yourself in the green and gold rays of healing colour. Just imagine them cascading down around you and through you, like a waterfall. It's a bit like you're moving to a new neighbourhood, in a cleaner or more spacious town. It might be a bit unfamiliar at first, but soon enough you'll enjoy the difference. This oracle brings you a message. It is your time to think about something in a different light. Soon you will have a shift in perspective, and the feeling of overwhelm, stress and just too much going on will be replaced with serene trust and peacefulness. Know that beneath even the most chaotic mind is a place of deep, quiet serenity within. Do whatever helps you dive deep to find it. Dance, take some rest, meditate, do yoga, write, paint, make love, make music. In that quiet serenity within, you'll be leaving unnecessary chaos behind you, and you'll be presented with the gift of a new way forward. Okay, let's end with this poem. Inhaling the soft scent of promised taste, the nectar moist upon my lips, I savour each sip across my tongue, dwelling in the moment's pleasure. Warm and sweet, bathed in tingling thirst, I find myself wanting you, wanting more. There you go. There's your Monday reading. Have yourself a fantastic day. I will catch up with you guys soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.